Well, good morning. It's not early morning by any stretch. We're doing the shuffle around here. Here's building material minus the trusses that are coming on the 12th. So we set it here for now. I got to get that whitewood and the grade boards there. I got to get that tarped. So yeah, I'm just doing the shuffle. I think Cody did a couple of things here. He went to help his buddy with a bolt motor. I gotta get some heavy black bungees for this for the summer. But right now what I'm gonna do is I've accumulated the twine from moving those bales. Like I said, a bunch of it tore off. I'll cut that off, and then I gotta move the hay binding, I gotta move the round baler, and then I gotta get the big tractor. Did not want to start this morning. I'm starting to fear I got a battery that's got a slightly grounded plate or something. I don't know. Long as you run the thing once a week, it fires right up. But if you let it sit for a while, and it's been sitting for a while again. So I got to do that. I'm going to put the big disc on there. I'll show you what we're going to do. We got to get the potatoes planted. And I'm probably going to actually disc the building site. We got to push some topsoil. They said I'm going to build on top of that, but I got to grade some things out there and get some dirt moved. It's more, what we haul out is more we got to haul in, but I'd like to get something to solid there that I can work with. Here's something we got to change. This tongue on this offset needs a Harbor Freight jack. Because of the leveler, if you lift this, you put all the weight on a tongue. So then you can't hook anything up. Finish disc, I can just pop that thing up in the air and grab the tongue, and it's basically neutral weight. But this, not so much. So I gotta see if I got a nut. I forgot about this. That found a way to make itself go away. Got an 1 inch coarse nut around here somewhere. Might have to dig for it, but I should have some. And get that on there. We'll see what else we can do around here. Well, there we found a nut in the coffee cans from the Gun Lake Potato Farm auction 3 summers ago. That haven't even begun to get sorted out yet. They're on the bench in a big pile. Yeah, all kinds of good hardware from that place. That was there ain't many good farm auctions around here anymore, but that was one of them. I would have liked to bought the whole place. Alright, well, I guess I can grease this because it should be. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do here yet, but let me grease it, we'll discuss it. Well, I lost some footage here. I got 2 clips, I don't know where they went. I talked a lot and didn't hit start, I don't know. So now I ran the offset around over here where the bales were. That it's a little juicy over there, which is why I want to get rid of that topsoil. It's not the world's greatest fill dirt, but considering the hole I have behind the barn, I think either tractor loader or maybe 40, we're just going to skate this Now that it's broken up, I'll let it dry there. Maybe take the 40 and skate that stuff down in there. I'll push the manure up. Pull the panels out, push the manure up. Push that dirt down in a hole. Shouldn't have to, I'd like to get that built up, and it shouldn't be something that I got heavy manure hauling out of really in the future, the way I'm going to set this up. So most of the manure is going to end up right here, feeding out from the building. We'll try to grade that in and get that hole leveled in behind the barn. Maybe we'll put some rock back here someday. But so I gotta put my potatoes somewhere. I'm not gonna put them in that trefoil field. I can cut over that. Them ruts from feeding there ain't that bad. They sort of healed up once it froze, thawed, leveled, whatever. They're not that bad. I'll be careful. But so this is kind of a chewed up mess right now because I'm trying to disc a tiny area. But I'm gonna put 4 rows of potatoes right here up against this rye. Leave it open on that end so I can get in and out of the field and haul bales and get equipment and whatever. But not maybe the greatest idea, but the distance between that fence and where the building winds up here, I should be able to put 4 rows and still have enough room to, I mean, you can drive through the middle of the building it. So we're gonna do that. There'll be plenty of room on the other side and whatever. I'll let this grass sit here and dry a little bit, and I don't know if I can plant potatoes by tomorrow. It probably ain't gonna be able to kill all the grass off by then. They're talking about rain on Monday. I'd like to get them in by tomorrow, but whatever. The beauty part about potatoes is it don't matter if you planted them on the 4th of July, they're still gonna mature. So if I'm into June, you know, I just get new potatoes later, but I'll still get my potatoes. This is this should make nice potato dirt. It's oh, the mosquitoes, even in the sun. This is actually was planted in, the sorghum came further out here last year, about the 4 rows. So it's not like I got any sod in here at all. That's just volunteer grass that is popping up since fall time, and a few dandelions. So I'll pound it to dust with the finished disc and put 4 rows. Yeah, it'll be 90, 100 feet long. About 1/3 less potatoes than I planted last year, but that's still way plenty for us. So I'll park this thing somewhere and get some lunch. Alright, I'm trying to grade the driveway. I don't know that this was the best idea. Cut some, got one big sharp edged hole I just went over. I cut that out kinda. Just gonna push it back and forth here. Here's a hole we gotta cut. That would probably make a bigger hole. My left steering clutch is still wonky, and this thing's been sitting for too long. It was a little squeaky and screechy when we started up. What I usually do is just get some gravel up with this thing, kind of get her pitched to the middle, and then I'll take the 2520 and give it a quick run down. There's a little hole here. It ain't really gonna cut, it's just gonna fill it. See, we're into the brake on that side before it lets go. This is nothing new to me. I just gotta work on the darn thing. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. And we always find a few nuggets in here. This ain't the world's greatest gravel, I'll tell you that. We'll take the winter lumps and bumps out of it. Like I said, we'll back drag it with the tractor when we're done. Yeah, I'll straighten my blade out and back drag it with this. Just trying to get enough off of the... I probably should have done this when the driveway was a little wetter, but... I always wants to wander right here. Just going back and forth and working it in, that's all. Go up the edge. This never had much grown on it anyway. This side you'll hook, yeah, there's a red pine root. I was just going to say this side you'll hook a red pine root. I got one. Down there and take this little, get that in the middle, and then I'll put my blade back straight. I'll just back drag it and see what we end up with. Like a little lawn out of there, but you see what the lawn's like around here. It's not the greatest thing. A little low spot over here. I'll get this other side some other time. Blade this out. All right, blade straightening time and back dragging.